Okay, so uh, good evening, YouTube. Now I will explain how Talk and Talk works. Talk and Talk is a platform where you can practice your skills as speaking and listening in several idioms, languages, as English, Italian, Spanish, French, and other. This is not a class. I am not a teacher. I am a student. I am learning. I am learning English and French too. So don't worry. I will not correct you. And this is only a conversation. And I hope that it will be respectful. Okay. So that's it. Today we will talk about education and society, the importance of education to us and to our society. So I will put the questions on the chat now, and I will divide us in small rooms. Okay. Mm, Let me see. We are 8. I will divide us in 3 rooms. Okay, guys. Two rooms. Okay.
Okay.
Let me see. Guys. So now you will receive an invite. So accept, please. And that's it. I hope you enjoy the conversation. And in the finish, I will back you to the main room. Okay. So bye bye, guys. Okay, so go ahead, guys. Present yourself, please. Can you start, Lucas?
Yeah, sure. I hope you I hope you guys are hear me very well. That's why my connection I think is not so good. But if you have some issue, you can tell me feedback, okay? Uh, I'm Lucas. I am 24 years old. I am married for two years and 3 months. I am from Manaus, Amazonas. I work in the industry too, as a material control assistant. So my job is to bring a material for the company, uh, and I used to talk in English with suppliers, with uh, some uh, some others components in the industry, and I think is that uh, my goal to stay here is to improve my English to someday when I travel abroad I can use it and something like that. To professional career is very good too.
Oh,
About you,
thank you.
Daniel?
Go ahead,
Nice to
Daniel.
meet you guys.
Hello, my name is Daniel. I am 27 years old and I live in the city of Botucatu in the countryside of São Paulo, Brazil. I have a degree in accounting and I am currently pursuing two MBAs, one in ESG sustainability and another in social entrepreneurship. I am transitioning my career from being an accounting auditor to work in the field of innovation and sustainability. And my main activity role is quality education for all. And you, Antonio?
Hello, good evening. Could you listen me? Okay. I'm Antonio. I'm 25 years old. I am chemistry teacher. Now I am living in Teresina, Piauí. And that's it, I think. Sorry for the camera because right now I cannot turn on. That's problem?
No, no
Okay.
problem. Okay, guys. I will do the first questions to you. How can we ensure equal access to education for all students? What do you think, Lucas?
Okay, ensure is like improve
Yeah.
the word. Yeah.
How can you
Um,
do how you can do for all the people have education, have access.
okay. I think now EAD is a good is a good opportunity, is a good way to improve that because you can achieve some remote locals. And other way I think is investir in the money correctly from the government for the politics. So I think these two ways we can achieve this basically.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And now that you said, I started thinking like maybe after the pandemic, more people can have access education because I think there are more eu não how investimentos like
Uh,
to ensure with the people who live more longe to study.
Talking is a example for that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if, for example, if we didn't the pandemic, I know the pandemic it was bad. It's uh, terrible, but maybe we can develop this kind of educational EAT more fast now because without pandemic we didn't think about it in the most part of the time. For example, I didn't think about to do a course for EAD because I didn't like, but now it's so common, you know.
Very common.
What did you go ahead? What do you think, Daniel?
Pessoal, só vou dar um disclaimer aqui. Eu não tenho tanta facilidade assim com inglês, então eu já respondi antes. Vou falar em inglês, mas é totalmente robótico, tá? Só tá aí treinando aqui.
Don't worry, go ahead.
On the part of the government, which would be allocating more funds to education, increasing teachers' salaries, take care of the classroom infrastructure, social and psychological assistance for the students, appointing people with know-how for these challenges to establish a common national curricular base in the new high school. Also increase inspection to check that there is no misappropriation of funding and that schools are being well managed.
Thank you, Daniel. I agree with you, but I think that needs to be fiscalization too, as you said. What about you, Antonio?
So I love the topic, the question talking about education. Just I love it, but it is difficult to talking about the problems in education because there are different kinds of problems among the students. So in this case, I think that firstly it's interesting to understand the kind of the problem in each community because for example, in students from the south of Brazil, there are problems different in compare with the north of Brazil. So it's important to understand what is the problem in the region, the community. After, it is important to build the public politics together with the teachers and the professionals of the education, not 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 only the politicals, because normally the public politics are built just by the politicians political without the presence of the other professionals. In this case, talking about education, it's interesting to have the presence of the teachers, the principal, the coordinator, the students, all the community of the school. It's interesting to understand the problems and develop the project, the strategy to solve the problems.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Antonio. I really like your answer. Following with you, what strategies can be implemented to reduce education disparities among different social groups? What do you think? These are hard questions in my point of view and polemic maybe, but I really like this question.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Before I answer the question, I totally agree with Antonio. I live in north of Brazil, so it's so different the conditions than other states. What strategy can be implemented to reduce educational disparities among different social groups? Well, so I think it's a hard question. Educational disparities disappear from disappear verb?
It's like the different groups, social groups, you know, like how can we have methods to poor people and rich peoples have the same access and opportunities, you know, like study medicine or things like this, you know, how can we do what things we can do for all the people have access to the same opportunities.
Okay. Thanks for help. I think it's similar to the last one answer. I think of course, the general improve the public education. For this, I think it's great to, as Antonio said, and makes sense. He said that uh, he he likes this subject, uh, and he knows because he's a teacher. Uh, so I think is to improve salary, teacher salaries. I think in the public educationals in these schools, we can the government can audit. Audit, guys, audit is fiscalize, uh, close this, how this investment, how these public employers is doing their jobs. I think a good way, I think it can be I don't know quota in English, but to improve the quota system, to access uh, sorry guys, the schools, the college. uh, I think basically is this the about the quotas and about the audit, these investors, before the systems have been improved. Okay, então, so I think is these two topics.
I thank you, Lucas. I totally agree with you. With your two answers, I think it's very important that we have fiscalization, as you said, because you know if you give money to the people and don't verify what these people are doing with your money, they can do what they want, you know, and it's not this the purpose. And I totally agree with the quotas. These quotas, like quotas, quotas. I totally agree with the quotas because I think without quotas, some people don't achieve some places, you know, because, for example, if some people, rich people, study in the best schools with the best teachers and they don't have problems at home, they don't need they don't need work after the school or before the school. So their obligation is study to
Just
pass in medicine, and poor people don't have the same conditions, so they will not achieve this place if they don't have quotas. So I totally agree with you on this topic. What do you think, Daniel?
My answer to the question will be for the university environment, where, in my view, it would be increasing access to free education. Public federal universities shall be maybe up of 18 for class E, G, and C, and the 20 for class B and A, for reducing the discrepancy who has money just to study to pay for college, right?
Okay, thank you. What about you, Antonio?
I agree with the others. The fiscalization, the quotas, and others are so important in the process to reduce the educational disparity among the different social groups. And I believe also that it's interesting to investigate the reason of the problem and the group, in the specific group. What is the problem? Is the, the structure of the school, is the formation of the teacher. Because, for example, recently I saw a documentary about a problem in a school because the student didn't make the Enem, for example. The majority part of the school didn't uh, subscribe in Enem. And the problem, according the study, it's because the student didn't have perspective to to make a graduation, for example. Normally, they believe that after the school, I will work and with my mother, my father, or other work without the academic or the graduation. I cannot say that the other's job it's not important. It's important, yeah, but the student didn't have the perspective to enter in the university, for example. So, investigating the reasons to understand, to elaborate, to creating a project, focus in the problem. If the problem is the structure, okay, the structure uh, need to receive more uh, money, investment in others. Other things is understand what's the problem in question of this the study. If the problem is the mathematics, for example, or the Portuguese or other, and create a product focusing the problem to try to reduce the problems in the group specific. That's it.
Okay, thank you, Antonio. I agree with you too. We need to do an investigation to know the causes of the problems. Yeah. Go ahead, guys. What role does inclusive education play in society? What do you think, Antonio?
Sorry, what?
Um, what roles does inclusive education play in society? I think this question is good and meant to you because you are a teacher, you have a eu não reconheci aluno, aí eu esqueci. Sorry, guys, I forgot the word aluno. So you have students that maybe are special necessities, and what's the importance of the inclusive education to our society? What do you think about it?
So the inclusive education is so important in the society, in the school. Uh, but it is difficult talking about inclusive education because normally some people believe that the inclusive education is put the different student in the same classroom. But it's not just this, because when we work with different students, it's necessary to have a structure to work with different students. Normally in Brazil, in the public school, have, for example, 40 students in the same classroom. It's difficult to work. And the teacher normally work teacher 5, 6, 7 classroom different. So it's so stress to the teacher work with uh, a lot of students. Normally, when the students have difficulty, it's necessary to have a didactic a work more focus in the student. When we're talking, for example, the student uh, ah Jesus, I forgot the name. The student with autism or TDAH or other difficulty, it's necessary to work with more focus with the student, but it is difficult for the same teacher work class more specific in the class with a lot student. So the work of the inclusive education involve the teachers, okay, but the government, the principal, the I forgot the name, prefeituras, the society as well, different persons work because the education is a work together, not just the teacher. I see in Brazil when we're talking about problems in education, some people say, "Oh, it's because the teacher don't have the formation, because the teacher don't work more focused, specific, because the teacher." The problem normally is the teacher, but the problem is more complex. It involves other persons to make it work, but it's important. Okay.
Okay, thank you for your point of view. I totally agree with you. Some people think the teacher are the problem, the teachers are the problem. And I don't know, I think the in the Brazil, the teacher are the solution, not the problem, because they do a lot of things with so so mm, they don't have conditions, the right conditions, but they do a lot of things for the students. And I don't know, you are winners. Thank you. What do you think, Lucas?
Uh, Guys, Fabiola, Antonio, I yeah, I agree about the conditions. I think it is necessary you before I answer the question, I think it is necessary you uh, the teachers have to be specialized. I think he have to. I don't know if he do a pós-graduation about the licenciatura, because I think everybody is not everybody that can job. I think can work with special students. I think you have to be certified and you have to enjoy that because we have the others special cases like TDAH, as he said, autism. So in Brazil, it's so difficult to do that because the numbers of the students in the classroom uh, and uh, and pouco, né, less teachers in in the class in the school. So answering the question, I think I can answer if the ASCII number 2 in general. I think it's good to equal access to education. Um, I think these people anyway can stay in the merge of the society, and so I think it is. I guess it's so important to the families because it's not easy to mom, to dad, to parents to treat this to they try to put his son in the society to have equal access to education because of the preconceito and basically it's so difficult in the day by day to emerge these people in the society. And so I think if the government say good political publics, we can help these parents, the family. Basically, I think it is the most important. So very support for this.
Okay, thank you, Lucas. What about you, Daniel? What do you think about this question?
Esse daí, eu vi que vocês forçaram bastante para falar de inclusão, né, de pessoas com questões mais neurodiversas e também é, com deficiência e tudo mais. Essa daí eu respondi na 5, na 4 eu respondi outra coisa. Foi, inclusive education gives people the opportunity to dream of being what they want to be, not what they can be.
Yeah, I agree with you. Thank you for your answer. Okay, guys, let me see. Let me see what question I will do for you now. Oh, number 6. Okay, this is a good question. How is technology transforming education? And what are the benefits and the challenges? Oh, this is a really good question. What do you think, Daniel?
Technology assists in the advancing of the know-how knowledge if it is used for this purpose. It can promote an increase in social inequality, but the fault is not with technology, but with the capitalist system.
Yeah, I think that technology can help a lot of the students, but we need to know separate the things, because I think it's hard yet to try to study in the computer, and you start studying, and after 10 minutes you are using the Instagram or doing other thing, because technology have a lot of distractions, and in the same way that I think that can help can be, I don't know, can be a little bit destructive. What do you think, Lucas?
Yeah, Fabiola, I totally agree. That's why I'm graduating EAD course. I do business administration, and I haven't finished the course because of that. You have to have so discipline, um, and so I have delayed 6 months, semester periods because of that. Né? In the night, you do your time, you do your study time. So when you have other important or no important um, meeting or compromise, uh, you put it in the front of your studies, and so it's so hard to me. I prefer to study presential. Uh, but I can answer the questions in the second ask. I think in the second question, because the EAD too, as we said, uh, but uh, I think it can transform. You can have a fast educational in the classrooms, like data shows in the classrooms. You I think when students have computers, you can practice this some work, some homework in the computers. You can explore more benefits in all subjects, all components in the school. And so the challenges, I think, is um, to change the mindset, mindset of the parents, the students, to train them to use this technology. I think it's the challenge.
Yeah, I agree with you. Um, we have in all things we have pros and cons, and if technology is not different, but the student need to learn how use this option, and um, can use the better of this opportunity, because, for example, maybe in the past, if more people had access to internet or informatic or technology to study, maybe some people I don't know how can I say, desistia of the schools, because some people had a lot of difficulty to go to school, two bus, 3 hours andando, walking. And for example, my parents don't finish the school because it was really hard to them, and they needed work. So maybe if in the past they had the opportunity, maybe they finished it. But now they don't want more. What do you think, Antonio?
So I believe that you say all about it. Technology is so important uh, to 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 make the education more available to different students. Because, for example, my city don't have a university, so the student in my city need to go to other city to make a graduation. But some students have conditions to go, others not. The case the EAD, for example, there are different graduations that it's possible to do in a distance, but the problem is the distraction. Distraction. It's a good problem to students to use the technology. And recently, other problem in the case is the artificial intelligence. Oh, just sorry, are so problematic because if the teacher asks a test or imagine or different works, the student use the artificial intelligence to make the work. It's so problematic in education. So, and we cannot find agreement with the technology. It's necessary to have a formation to use the technology to help the education. It's necessary to work together with technologies. Not, I know that it's difficult with children and others use the cell phone, the notebook, or others in school because, like you see, how you see the distraction. But it's interesting to think about it and step by step use the technology because we live in the society of the information, the technology. So it's a trend don't use in the education.
Thank you, Antonio. I totally agree with you when you say that artificial intelligence can prejudice the students because, we use all days, every day, artificial intelligence to help us improve our abilities, improve our profile. I use too much intelligence, artificial intelligence, to help me with things like give me cake recipe, give me a schedule to study English. Give me this phrase in a lot of situations, and it's very good because help us a lot. But I agree with you when you said that it's terrible for education because the people are not thinking and have a machine to think from day, I don't know, for day. And it's bad because they don't learn, only it's Control C, Control C, Control C, Control V. Yeah.
So
Go ahead.
it is difficult to think about it because so recently the
Yeah.
artificial intelligence, but I believe that in the future will be formations for teachers use the artificial intelligence to help their student. I think it's because now it's difficult to think how we use the student to develop these abilities in the class, but it's necessary to use it to help, not to facilitate the life.
Yeah. This is the problem because maybe some people don't know when they need use,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I agree totally with you. Oh, okay, guys. I don't know, I don't know how to trazer the people to other room.
Bring.
Yeah, thank you. I will bring the people for the main room. And now let's go to the number. Let me see.
Go ahead.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for the concept, Fabio.
I am thinking, guys. Oh, okay, number 8. how can we teach civic and ethnical values in schools? I really like this question because maybe the values, ethics, and civicals change is different to the different peoples. And what do you think? I will start for you, Antonio, because you are a teacher. So, what do you think? How can we teach civic and ethical values in school?
It's difficult to talking about the ethical values in school. So firstly, talking with the student, listen the student what they think about it because the students have different culture. So listen in the class, talking about respect. It's if it's possible, the presence of different persons of the communities to talking about it. It's interesting to talking about the different problems. For example, religions intolerance, the prejudice about different. It's interesting. But in this case, it's necessary to develop the conversation with the students, not just the expose of the teacher, not only the teacher just talking and talking and talking and talking. The construction of the ethical values, it's a result of their the social interaction, interações, interações sociais. So I think that's it. The contact of different and in principle the the talking with respect in the class.
Yeah, thank you, Antonio. I think um, the main thing is teach the kids, or by the way, sorry guys, teach the kids and teach the people be respectful, because if you are a respectful people, independent of the religion, of the position politician that you prefer, you will not fight because other people think different of you. So I think this is the main topic. For example, in the school, maybe some school teaches religion as the main religion is Christianism. I don't know. And have a lot of people who are not Christians, and we need learn since that we are kids that have people who thinks different of us, and it's okay. Everybody can think different. What do you think about it, Lucas?
Yeah, I totally agree with Antonio. I think we have good ways to teach, but we can base it on in our constitutional Brazil, Brazil constitutional. We can base it on love. Everybody wanted to be loved. Every, everybody wanted to be loved. Everybody wanted to love. So the uh, God said that all the mandaments is based on love. So all the religions treats about love. So we can say I can say respect to love in the constitutional.
Okay, thank you. So, welcome, guys. Welcome, Mateus, Marcos, Fernanda. How was your conversation, guys? What did you think about this topic, Marcos?
Hello, was very good. We talk about access to special the kids with special needs to school. I think is agree a lot of things about the how can we make some ideas to make equals opportunities for everyone. I think it's very important. It was very great, very great.
Okay, thank you. What about you, Fernanda?
I really liked the conversation. It was really good, and I really appreciate to know the opinion of my colleagues.
Okay, thank you. And you, Matheus, what did you think?
Yes, I agree. I like this service today. It's very good because there are many points of views about one topic. It is very good for the discuss this one idea, the see the other opinion. I agree. Principle because it's the talks about the education. It's very interesting discuss about this about the future in the today the education. I like these topics. I like this point of view. I think it's very interesting. And for me, it was very good the discuss about this topic today.
Okay, thank you. So, guys, our immersion are finishing. So, thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. I am sending in the chat a link of survey. So please give me your feedback if you like the immersion, or if you didn't like, write to me, please. And that's it. I will be here next week again on Saturday, and I hope you will be here with me. So that's it, guys. Thank you and bye-bye.
Thank you, guys. Bye bye. Have a good one.
Thanks, people. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a good weekend, guys.